SBA Publications.
Hello dear students, how are you all? I hope that you're doing very nice and you are studying well at your homes. Today I am here with chapter number 5 of our English grammar. The name of our chapter is Verbs and Subject-Verb Agreement. So let's get started. First we are given here the kinds of verbs and they can be classified into 3 broad categories. First is transitive verbs. What are transitive verbs? A verb is called transitive if the action denoted by it does not stop but passes from the doer to another person or thing. Manik draws a fox. So when action points towards an object or other subject. Mukesh flies a kite. The word to which the action of transitive verb is directed is called the object. Okay. So when a verb needs an object to finish its sentence is called a transitive verb. Sometimes the transitive verb takes 2 objects after it. One is called the direct object and another is called the indirect object. For example, I gave him my books. So him is the indirect object and the books, my books are the direct object. Generally, the indirect object comes first. In case the indirect object is placed after the direct, it must be preceded by the preposition for or to. So generally we use the indirect object first, then we use the direct object. But if we do the opposite, it will use the preposition for or to. For example, she wrote a letter to him. Okay, just like this. Now, what are intransitive verbs? This is the second kind of verb. It is known as intransitive. When the action expressed by it stops with the doer and is not directed to anything else. When the verb does not need any object to make its complete sense. The child cries, Manish swims, Hari laughs, Ruma dances, the mother sleeps, Manjusha reads. Next we have auxiliary verbs. What are these? Auxiliary verb is a helping verb because it helps the principal verb or the main verb. If auxiliary verb stands alone in a sentence, it also takes the position of a principal verb. Okay, so it is basically a helping verb that we use in tenses. We have learnt a lot about these in previous class. But sometimes we use it as the only verb in the sentence. So at that time, it is the principal verb of the sentence. For example, I have seen a dragon. So now this verb is helping this. I have a doll. So in this sentence, it is the principal verb as it does not have any other verb. She is sleeping. So here, it is an auxiliary verb, but in the next sentence she is a girl, it becomes a principal verb. Now, verbs of complete and incomplete predication. What are these? Some transitive verbs have an object with which its predicate is completed. So some transitive verbs have an object which completes the sentence. They are transitive verbs of complete predication, okay, because the object becomes its predicate. They play chess, so it is the predicate. She writes a letter, okay, a complete predication. Father reads a newspaper. But some transitive verbs take some word or words in addition to the object which makes the predicate complete. They are called transitive verbs of incomplete predication. So the verbs which need something more than the object to complete its predication are called incomplete predication. They made him their captain. The judge sentenced the prisoner to be hanged till death. Okay, I hope you understood it. Intransitive verbs of complete predication are those which express action by themselves and do not need any addition of word completing sentences. She has fallen ill. It does not need any other object. The judge appears to be pleased. So here it does not have any other object. The horse went mad. Again, but still all these sentences are complete. Now let's see what is subject-verb agreement. The verb agrees with its subject both in number and person. Okay, so the verb goes according to the subject, its number and its person, whether it's let's see how. So when the plural subject is singular, the verb is also singular, and when it is plural, the verb is also plural. Anju helps everybody. Helps is a singular verb. These boys help everybody. This is a plural verb. This is how it works. The verb agrees with the person of the subject. The subject can be in first person, second person or third person. How? First person always takes a plural verb. Okay? Remember, first person takes a plural verb. Second person takes a plural verb. But the third person takes a singular verb. And third person plural takes a plural verb. Okay? I run fast. They run fast. She runs fast. We run fast. You run fast. So only third person singular is taking a singular verb. A compound subject is made up of two subjects connected by a conjunction such as and, or not. Here we are looking at compound subject. Subjects connected by and have plural verb. So the subjects that we have connected by and, they will have a plural verb. Subjects connected by or and nor have singular verb. Okay? For example, America and Russia are superpowers. Nazim or Rafi is at fault. So one of them is at fault. Just like this it works. Now let's see compound subjects that are single unit take a singular verb. So there are some other compound subjects that work as a single unit. So they will have a singular verb. The poet and singer is dead. The poet and singer is the same person. Okay? A compound subject that has plural nouns or plural connected by or nor take a plural verb. For example, no truck or buses are allowed to the park. They are compound and they are connected with or and nor. If the compound subject is made up of singular as well as plural subject, one is singular, one is plural, verb agrees with the subject closer to it. Okay, so the one closer to the verb, it will agree according to that. It will agree according to that. If it is a singular subject close to the verb will be singular. If it's plural, the verb will be plural. For example, neither the teacher nor the students were in the auditorium. Neither the children or their mother has rung the bell. Neither you nor they are at fault. Neither they nor he is right. Okay. A collective noun can have a singular or plural verb. Now, let's see how. A collective noun refers to the separate individuals or things in a group. The verb is plural. The board of directors are discussing the matter. Okay. If the collective noun takes the group as the whole verb, okay, now it was not taken as the whole verb, but when we take the group as the whole verb, it will have a singular verb. The troupe of singers has performed well. Has. For plural collective nouns, the verbs are also plural. The troops have boarded the flight. The bouquets were handed over to the guests. Now, indefinite pronouns always take on a singular verb. When there is an indefinite pronoun, it will take on a singular verb. Let's see the example. Everyone is worried about his whereabouts. Someone has to shoulder this responsibility. Indefinite pronouns such as both, few, may, several take on a plural verb. Now how? Several volunteers are ready to help this cause. Some nouns that end with s take on a singular verb. There are some nouns that take on an s at the end, but they use a singular verb. For example, mathematics, measles, mumps, civics, news, etc. No news is good news. Mumps is an infectious disease. Some nouns end with s, and although they refer to a singular thing, they take on a plural verb. Although they refer to a singular thing, they take on a plural verb. How? My trousers are very costly. Okay. My spectacles are bright. Titles of books and the magazine take on a singular verb. When we are talking about the title of a book, it will take a singular verb. The Wizard of Oz is a popular story. Words that express a fraction, distance, money, time intervals take on a singular verb. For example, 2 and 2 is 4. We are taking fractions here. The distance of 5 miles is a long distance. We are talking about distance here. Class nouns that talk of furniture, clothing and stationery, they use singular verb. This furniture is antique. Now, we have 3 forms of verb. Let's see how do we conjugate these verbs. To conjugate a verb means to show its main parts. When we show the main parts of a verb, we call it as its conjugation, which are 3 in number. So, there are 3 types of conjugation. They are the present form, the past form and the past participle form. He walks a mile, present form. He walked a mile, past form. He has walked a mile, past participle form. Okay? By adding d or ed to the present tense, we form the past and past participle. Prepare, prepared, prepared. Heal, healed, healed. Honor, honored, honored. Jump, jumped, jumped. Judge, judged, judged. Complain, complained, complained. Hang, hanged, hanged. Watch, watched, watched. Divide, divided, divided. Open, opened, opened. Travel, travelled, travelled. Fill, filled, filled. Multiply, multiplied, multiplied. Copy, copied, copied. Try, tried, tried. Pray, prayed, prayed. And bury, buried, buried. Next is by shortening the inside vowel. Sometimes we shorten the inside vowel. Burn, burnt, burnt. Catch, caught, caught. Teach, taught, taught. Bend, bent, bent. Feel, felt, felt. Just like this, you have to conjugate your verbs and learn them. Now we are done with the chapter. This is our exercise which you have to practice by yourself. I hope you understood the chapter well and you will do it by yourself very nicely. I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, keep on practicing. Bye-bye.